My motivation for this closet declutter was because I wasn't getting dressed. Hi, this is Editing Shannon, and that's me, Shannon. This is my first video on this channel, welcome, and this is my closet. I have a tendency to be a bit particular when it comes to organization, and even I was surprised by what I found during this declutter. It turns out there was a lot more in my closet than just clothes. Maybe that's why it took 4 days. Anyway, here goes. The story of my declutter. Back to the other Shannon. Why am I doing this? Too many clothes, too many clothes. My walk-in closet floor was covered in stuff, and I didn't have a place for that stuff to live. The other big reason was that I had stopped getting dressed. It started innocently enough. I worked from home for nearly 15 years as a writer, and I would wake up and have coffee and feed my cat and be at my desk all day and change into exercise clothes, go to yoga as sort of like a palate cleanser between working from home and coming back to enjoy my evening. Because of various circumstances and injuries, I stopped working out, my weight started fluctuating, and then I wouldn't want to get dressed even if I had a reason to do myself up a bit, and I just got into this habit of always resorting to the stretchy clothes that I felt comfortable in. My goal is that I have a not too full closet / dresser with things that I like and can wear. The only caveat to that is that I have been working out and I'm in a good groove with my eating because I'm happier. And while this channel is not about either of those things, I am losing weight, so I kept a small collection of clothes that I anticipate fitting sooner than later. I'm more than happy to declutter those things in a few months if it becomes evident that I'm not going to be that size. I'm going to send them off. Get out of here. There is a YouTuber whose name I forget, and she has a time will tell bin where she keeps things that she's not ready to declutter, but they are on the chopping block. We'll consider that my time will tell collection, and it's not very big. My method for this declutter is that I didn't have a method, but I did have two very distinct advantages. The first one is that about 4 or 5 years ago now, I created a Pinterest board of stuff that I wanted to buy for my wardrobe, and I recently revisited that board and added a bunch of new pins and deleted some of the ones that didn't interest me anymore, and that helped me wrap my head around the style that I'd like to cultivate for myself now that I plan to start getting dressed again. I also created a Pinterest board recently when I started becoming interested in sewing, and there are several projects that fall into my vision for what my personal style might look like. It's all a work in progress, but having that work done was really, really helpful. And the other thing that I have in my favor is that I'm naturally quite organized, and everything was pretty neat and arranged by category. So going through it and being methodical is just kind of my second nature, which makes me insufferable to live with probably, but it's nice for me. I enjoy it. My instinct was to declutter jeans first because I was excited to see if I had any that fit. And once I went through those, I just took it by category until I was done. And I tried on everything. Hey, it's Editing Shannon for a moment. Travel with me back in time to the start of this declutter. The first thing I did was clear my closet floor so that I had room to work. I wanted to bring you into the closet to watch this transformation, but it was really tight in such a small space with a tripod. Hopefully my camera skills improve. By the way, see that big cardboard box near my dresser over there on the right? By the time we're all done with this, I have space to finally put it away. Now, let's get into my jeans. Too big, too big, too big. I need to try all of these on. Let's do it. I'm a little emotional right now. I knew I'd lost a chunk of weight, but I did not expect these to be too big. These are the same jeans in blue. I can pull these off of my body without even unbuttoning them. These arguably fit, but they're just a little uncomfortable because of how high the rise is. I'll just have to see how this goes. This is where I admit that I own a pair of jeggings. I will be decluttering these next. Oh my God, jeggings in black.
What are these? More jeggings. My jeggings era tried to hit hard. These look like a no before I even try them on. I'm wondering if I would like these cut off. These are a no. These fit. I don't think I actually like them. These fit. They're comfortable, but I'm having feelings about a wide leg fit. I love the fit on other people, but I'm really petite and they kind of swallow me up. I think what would make sense right now is to pull the bin out from under the bed and to go through the jeans that are in there so that this category is done. I have not opened this in so long. Okay, I really like these. I've always thought they were super cute. They have like the gathered bottom, so they kind of balloon. Now that I've put these on my body, I'm not sure I like them. Jeans, jeans, jeans. Okay. These fit. Women's sizes are so crazy. These don't fit right now, but they are the same size as some of the pairs that are too big. I am trying to decide if I still love them enough to wait that out or if I'll just want to get a new pair of jeans. I do think that these have a really unique look to them, so maybe. So I'm done with denim. In this stack, I've got my declutter pile, which includes things that don't fit, things that are no longer my style, and things that are jeggings. In this pile, I have my current yes fit, love them. I'm really happy it's 3 pairs and they're all different washes that I like. And then I'm pretty sure these will fit by the end of the year. Next, I just want to finish going through this bin. Looks like I've got some shorts, bras, and some denim skirts. Might as well do all of the shorts together and all of the skirts together. As you can tell, I like my denim. This fits. I don't know if it's still my style. I think I'm gonna have harder decisions now because getting into the territory of, is this still my style? For whatever reason, that felt easier with pants. It fits. At one point, I really, really loved these skirts. If I didn't remember that, I would know it because I have the same 2 skirts in smaller sizes. For a lot of reasons, my weight has been fluctuating over the years, so it's been tricky to choose the right size, but I like the sentiment that I'm seeing online in declutter videos to not bully yourself with your clothes and to put clothes in your closet that fit your body how you are now. It's the same skirt, different size. I'm not sure if I like these skirts as much. This one's cute. For some reason, this wash appeals to me more. I like that this one is a little longer. Oh, it's a button fly. I can get into it, but I don't think I would enjoy wearing it. It's still a little bit snug. Is it my style? I don't know. This one's so cute too, though. I like the white light wash. Maybe I do like denim skirts still. Okay. That's another category done. And just like with the jeans, I've got blue and black in my current size and in my next size down. But then I also have a dark wash and a light wash. That's a lot of denim for one person. I wonder if I could narrow that down and choose a signature color, black or blue. Black feels a little bit rock and roll, like with a graphic tee. I don't know. Let's do shorts. To my complete surprise, I have shorts that fit my body. Like, what? They're comfortable. Am I comfortable in them? Maybe. We'll see. I used to live in these. So keep. These fit. They are a little more snug. I have mixed feelings about distressed areas on denim. I obviously liked it at one point because it's all around me. Although as I say that, I like the detail on the back of this pocket right here. Let's try them on. Okay, these are a no. These are ridiculous. You can see like my whole leg through them. I'm not even gonna show you these on camera. These were favorites one summer. I wore these the last time I saw my grandma. I wore these the last time I visited my grandma. I really don't know what to do with these. I'm gonna keep them for now. I know they'll fit me by the end of the year. adore these. They're pink. What size are these? These are relatively within striking range, so I'll keep these for now. Do I still like these? These might fit now. What size are these? Nope, same. Maybe I should hang on to my pink denim for a minute. I have a thing for pink. These are the same pair, the ones that I wore to my grandma's, and one size smaller. I was really going through a lot when I accumulated this collection of dupes. So this is just basically a duplicate collection with a couple of extra cuffed pairs of what I have now, plus these pink. I'm inclined to hang on to these a little bit longer if I have enough storage space. I don't know how that part's gonna go. These I'm done with. I went through my underwear drawer privately. I had a perfect bra in like 2013 that I found at a Macy's. I wore it for a few years, went back to buy more, and they didn't have any. So I was able to find a handful of them online, and I've had those ever since, and they are completely destroyed. I'm letting go of 3 of them. In my quest to replace them and find the perfect bra, I went shopping about 4 years ago, and I collected a stack of bras that I thought would fit similarly, but they're too small. However, now that I've tried on all of the things in my small bin, I found 2 to add into my current rotation that fit. I still have a stack that don't fit. I think these are going to fit within the next 6 months, if not sooner. So that's 11-ish bras that I'm keeping in my too small collection. I don't know that I'll ever need that many bras because frankly, I hate wearing them, but they are my perfect fabric and feel and structure. So I'm gonna throw them in that pile for now, but I'm gonna have to really do some thinking about how I want to approach those things in terms of using storage space. My suits are adorable. I'm excited to have those. Socks are a struggle bus for me because I hate the way they feel and I avoid wearing them. I've got 1 pair of black socks in case I need them for shoes. These really fluffy orange ones that remind me of the 80s, and these are wool socks. So like with snow boots, those will come in handy. For now, I'm calling this drawer done. Before I moved north last January, I lived in Florida for 15 years. Hey, it's editing Shannon. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just had to tell you. See that hat on the left there? That's never been worn and it definitely gets decluttered. Okay, back to sweatshirts. And I really don't know how big of a collection of sweaters I want or need. Immediately know this is a cheap fabric. I don't like it. I have to try on all of this. This color red makes me happy. I like it a lot. Yeah, okay. Maybe not, I didn't think I was gonna like this one, but I am, so that's exciting. This is way too long. I don't know if I ever liked this. It doesn't feel like something I ever would have worn. I think it's gonna be a no. So that's 5 decluttered sweatshirts. This fleece, I just don't think it's my vibe. Moving on to sweaters, I actually have 2 of this blue sweater. One is obviously bigger than the other. I have the same sweater in pink, and I have the same sweater in this cranberry. I don't know if I'm gonna like these anymore. I'm not sure this one ever fit. It's way too big. It still has the tag on it. Let's see if the smaller one fits. I think this is a good oversized fit. Well, we know this one's too big. Let's get it out of the way. This is a huge sweater. This sweater is too big to fold. So that's that. I don't mind the oversized fit. I'm not sure I like the flecks of black. I don't love these colors. I can pick between these 2. Maybe I'll keep both. I don't know. No, thank you. It's a no. I think this sweater is really cute, but it's not a fit that I like. This is definitely my style. Okay, so this one is cropped. I'm not gonna show you my cropped middle, but I love the color. Yeah, no. I like this caramel color. I think it's really pretty. Why do I have to keep saying funny things when I'm half naked and I can't share the footage? That's a thing. Hey, I'm down here. So I'm getting rid of this and this, which I think comes to 13 pieces. And I'm keeping this and this, which comes to 8 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are sweaters, 3 are sweatshirts. It turns out I'm not a fleece girl. Shall we move on to the hanging things? Yeah, let's do that. I have been buying cheap, mass-produced clothing for years, so some of this fabric might just be like stale and not worth keeping. My hope moving forward is to buy higher quality stuff, but less of it. I'm not trying to be like all the cool girls, it just seems like a good idea. I don't mind this. I don't find anything offensive or great about this. Maybe I hang on to it so that I have something to wear until I buy pieces or make pieces that are more exciting. I don't know if this floral is my style. I like this in theory. This one I don't love. It's actually quite cheap, but I like this underneath my overalls. I think that also would look good under overalls. So I think I'm just gonna keep these in my closet. This shirt is actually new. I saw a YouTuber wearing it in several of her videos, Jenna Phipps. She's been making over her house and she keeps wearing this shirt, and I thought it was so cute the first time, and then the second time and the third time, and however many times I saw it, because she's been making over her house for a year or something. She's redoing a mid-century modern house in Canada somewhere, and it's really a cool house. I may have purchased it too big. Maybe it'll end up being a work shirt for me also. It's heavy too. It could work like a jacket. This is way too big. This also could be a layering piece in the winter. I'm not sure. There is something about oversized I like. One summer I wore this with my denim skirt and my heeled sandals and loved it. I got this to use as a cover-up, like flip-flops, this, a straw hat, swimming suit, margarita. You get it. I think it's a no. Finished going through shirts. I've got 1 to discard, 11 that are gonna get donated, 4 that are gonna move from hanging clothes into the drawer, and I kept 7 short sleeve or tank tops and 3 button downs. They still fit. I know these aren't for everybody, but I think I still love them, so I guess I'll keep them. Yeah, they're still a keeper. This is a lot of shirt to tuck into overalls. It's not the look. I'd wear it with a tank top, you get it. These are really baggy. Oh, they're not buttoned yet. Let's see. I do love a good baggy pair of overalls. These are too baggy. That's unacceptable. I like a slouchy look, but there's like a line, right? They're too baggy, aren't they? I mean, look at this. Part of me likes them. If I had to like clean up some sort of scene, these would be ideal. Like if I started doing some sort of labor outside where I had to protect my legs, but I don't see that in my future. Why am I stalling? No, Shannon. Right? No. No. No, they're too big. They're too big. They're too big. These are going. Right? Yeah, they're too big. Yeah, they're too big. I do like them. For my next trick, I will try on these. These are smaller than those and also black overalls. So maybe these are my overalls. I mean, they are my overalls. You know what I mean. The ones I'm keeping. I don't know if I like the cut of the legs. These are more like skinny legged overalls. Why would you do that to yourself? The physics of these are mystifying. I'm gonna pass on those. I guess I don't have black overalls. It's allowed. Oh my God, I have 2 more pairs. How many pairs do I have? I have a bigger pair and a smaller pair. Shocker. I mean, I'm prepared for whatever size denim I might need. I could have over girlfriends and we could all pick our size of denim. I'm like a denim clothing store. These are probably too big, huh? Look at these stripes. Who planned these whiskers? These are like an AI version of what whiskering is supposed to look like. It's all like geometric and choppy. It looks like you stood in front of mini blinds with the sun beating in and dyeing your denim. Just stood very still for years. No. I mean, what with the whiskering issue, do I even need to try the other ones on? I'm gonna. I guess I'm just supposed to have over shorts and not overalls. Overtones and not overalls. That's a little tight. It's not tight. It's tighter than I would want for overalls. Yeah, no. I wanted to like these because they have barrel legs, but I do not like. Okay, so now we know. That is 4 pairs of overalls for donating and 2 pairs of overall shorts for keeping. Moving on. God, I love coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rompers. The 2 that I wore a lot were this purple color and this green color. I don't know if any of the rest of them ever made it out of the house. I thought they were going to be my whole identity for a minute, and here we are. I'm struggling to remember why this was one of my favorite outfits. I remember people looking at these sideways and saying things like, that reminds me of an Oompa Loompa. Feels good to be back in normal clothes. I didn't have any preconceived ideas about how I would feel about these when I pulled them out of the closet. Having just tried them all on, I'm not convinced they're still my style, which tells me that I could have gotten caught up in a trend. I guess for now I will keep these 3 because I don't have a lot of clothes left in my closet. I think it's fair to say that everything in my closet is on a let's see how this goes basis. I'm donating 4 of them. The patterns weren't doing it for me, nor was neon. Now dresses. This is another example of something I have in 2 sizes. I bought these when I had a totally different life. I lived in Florida. It made sense, I guess, at the time. As I'm looking at these now, they just feel way too bright and fluffy. In a similar vein, this looks really cute on, but it's just not my style. It's adorable, but doesn't work with my overall aesthetic that I'm going for. For the same reason, this one is gonna go. Love the way it fit. This may still work. I'm gonna hang on to this for the moment. This one has a weird sentimental aspect to it. It reminds me of a dress that I had when I was about 16, which is maybe a reason to declutter it, but also it moves. It has a good twirl. I gotta think about that one. This definitely love. I like the V-neck. This one I think I can style, and this is actually pants. It's like the dressy version of those onesies I tried on a little while ago, but with the belt it looks really polished. So 4 dresses. I'm gonna have to come back to this decision. It's not coming to me right now. Oh, and this one. I'm gonna get rid of this one. That's 5 dresses. I figured it out. I'm going to put it in the declutter pile because if I saw it in a store today, I don't know if it would even catch my eye. It's day 3 and I think we're almost done. I have a confession. I pulled this out of my donate pile. I kept looking at it and thinking that goes with my Pinterest board, and I can't deny it. So I'm gonna keep it and see if I can't style it and work it into my wardrobe. I have just 1 suit left from when I used to work in an office. Pants, a skirt, and a blazer that goes with both. I absolutely hate wearing suits. I'm surprised that these fit, almost. I'm about half an inch away from being able to button them comfortably, so I won't try. They might look a little long, but I had them tailored back in the day to fit with heels. Not that I own any of those right now. And I saved this suit as a just in case, never really wanting to have to wear a suit again, but knowing that I might have some kind of corporate event. And right now, I actually may need it for a job interview. I got laid off a month ago. The skirt fits. The jacket is a little snug. We'll do a lightning round of robes. I wear this blue one. It's just a waffle texture, lightweight. This robe, I thought I would really love it, but I find it constricting. If it looked exactly the same and weighed half as much, I think that I would wear it all the time. This one is really cute, but I don't get this detail. Why is there this notch? It's a detail that serves no function as far as I can see, and it also doesn't enhance the line. And I read the product description online after it came. Doesn't mention this, doesn't show this in the photography. It's kind of too big for me too. This can go. All right, I'm keeping these robes. I think that now that I live in a northern state, there's a possibility I'll come to love this heavy robe. Hat that I bought from a little yarn shop in Minneapolis. cute. This I can declutter. I don't think the color is for me. Brown. This one's really warm. It's got fleece on the inside. What do you think? I don't wear hats a lot. I'm not sure I need so many of them. Oh, look, I have the same one in black. I hate to mess up my hair. Once my hair gets messed up, it's hard to get back to normal. I'm growing it out right now. That one's good. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Carhartt isn't necessarily a brand that makes sense for my style, but I like the beige and I like the heart. I think for now I'll keep that one. Let's see how this one works. This looks too small. I like the color. I'll keep that. So that's 3 hats. I've lived up north for exactly 1 winter. Before I left Florida, I freaked out and ordered some random scarves because I thought I would be so cold, and it was no big deal. I actually really enjoyed winter. Never thought I'd say that. I didn't reach for this a single time. The truth about me, I've been lying this whole time, is that I don't really love accessories. I like to be as simple as I can. I don't even like wearing socks. So to sashay around with a scarf feels like a lot. I don't like the texture of these scarves. I think I'm gonna donate them. That was easy. 5 things out of the top drawer. I'm keeping these hats. I'm keeping this necklace. It doesn't fit in my jewelry box there, so I just put it in the top drawer. These are ugly. They're really terribly ugly. I think I'd rather learn to knit before I would wear these, and I actually might do that. I've had these since I lived in New York 15 years ago. I bought them the winter before I moved to Florida. These are okay. I'll keep them for now. It's so hard for me to envision what my style is right now that I'm struggling to decide if this fits. I'll keep it for now. And finally, this guy. I don't think this one's for me. This drawer's done. We did the underwear drawer. I've got 2 shirts that are in terrible shape that should be discarded. This one is basically see-through, which I realized after the FedEx guy gave me some wide eyes when I came outside to get my package. This shirt is supposed to be white. It looks gray, a workout shirt. This shirt doesn't fit well. I'm gonna get rid of that one. I want to try on these 3 and these 2 stacks to see if they fit. All right, I just tried all of these shirts on. I'm keeping this stack of 10, which includes my Lucky hair dyeing t-shirt. I'm discarding 4 shirts in terrible shape, and I'm donating 7 like new t-shirts that I just never wore. I am going through a hair journey right now, trying to figure out what I want it to do. So I've got all these bandanas and a headband. I don't know if I'm gonna wear them, but until I figure out what I'm doing with my hair, if I'm growing it out, I'm gonna hang on to them just in case. Almost done. 2 more drawers. In this drawer, I've got shorts, leggings. I wear these. No and no. The reason I'm getting rid of the 7 pairs of shorts is that they're dupes of shorts that I like. The cut is not as good, and because of that, I haven't been wearing them. These are also dupes, and they're very thin. They just don't feel like real pants. And now shorts. They fit. And the last drawer is pajamas. They're comfortable to wear. I like my sweatpants to be oversized. I'll keep them. And these shorts are a no. Boxers are all no. And I'm gonna hang on to these for now. I can't believe it's day 4 and it's time to do the hardest part, shoes. First batch. Flip-flops don't take up much space, and I think they could always come in handy. Second row, I like and fit in all of them, and they're comfortable. Third row, I'm going to donate this pair. This is the same pair, gently used. I'm going to keep these. I'm going to keep these. These I'm going to get rid of. That gives me 2 pairs of tennis shoes. These I'll get rid of. These I'll get rid of. Oh my God. I've weeded out 6 pairs and made space to bring in more shoes. This is all of the shoes that remain. I'm not happy with this quantity, so I'm gonna be ruthless. I don't really wear flats, so those are gonna go. It's gonna be these. These are hard to walk in. So cute though. I don't think I need 3 pairs of Crocs. That feels extra. I don't think I like these. I'm gonna see how these fit back in the closet and then reevaluate. I'm done. I'm decluttering 14 pairs of shoes, keeping 26 pairs. So that's 35% out the door. The ones that are going include these. I like these and they're super cool. They reflect at night. If a light hits them, they light up, but they are a little high on the back and they rub my heels, so I never wear them. These I've never worn. They're like new, so someone will get good use out of them. I'm more likely to grab my Hokas than this older pair. This is a backup of that pair, brand new. I'm also getting rid of all of my flats because I find them hard to walk in. These are really fun. Because of the way the straps are designed, they kind of twist on my foot and they're hard to walk in. These, I just decided they're not quite my style. I have a pair of black Birkenstocks that fit the same aesthetic of chunky sandal, and I'd like to break those in. I love clogs, but I'm not crazy about the silhouette of these. I know some of you are cringing. I kept 2 pairs. The results. I decluttered 96. Well, that's not true. I decluttered more than 96 items, but I donated 96 items to my local thrift shop, and that included 19 tops, 13 sweaters and sweatshirts, 12 pairs of jeans, 8 overalls or onesies, 6 dresses, 8 pairs of shorts, 3 pairs of leggings, 6 hats, 7 winter items, which included beanies, scarves, and mittens, and 14 pairs of shoes. That was the thing that really freed up some valuable closet space for me, and I didn't expect to find that many pairs I was willing to let go of. So I'm pleased to tell you that I met my goal of making my closet feel familiar and spacious. I've left with a collection of things that I feel so much better about. It includes 64 pieces, 26 pairs of shoes, and 38 clothing items. So that might sound small, but my closet actually feels so much more full in terms of options. What's really cool is that I know that all of it fits me as I am right now, with the exception of my time will tell bin. I don't have an attachment to any of it, including the things that fit. So as my style evolves and I fill in with pieces that I really love, hopefully from my sewing adventures, I will be really quick to pull things that I'm realizing don't fit. And now that I've kind of wrapped my head around my style, I think that's going to get a lot easier. I was surprised by what fit and what didn't. I put some things on fully expecting them to fit me right now, and they were too big, and other things I put on thinking this is not going to be comfortable yet, and they fit perfectly. And that was kind of confronting because it made me realize how much I didn't understand what my body size was, which is a weird feeling, but it was also really great to find a pair of jeans that fit comfortably right now. So that's a huge win. I will also say, while I'm remembering it, there was a point in the video where I had a really emotional moment, and I think I wrapped it up quickly. It wasn't like a big crying scene or anything, but I pulled out this pair of shorts and I recognized them. And they made me really happy because I remembered loving them. And then I instantly was hit with this memory of the last time I'd worn them. And man, it's just amazing how much emotion is held in our wardrobe and in the visuals that accompany different parts of our lives. So if you haven't decluttered and you're feeling the weight of like a full closet and you feel this pressure to do it, it's not an easy thing. It's a lot harder. It ties into so much about our identity and our experiences and things that we're maybe repressing and haven't faced fully. It was a big emotional deal. Maybe that's what I should call this video. My big emotional deal, the declutter of my new chapter or something. I'll have to workshop it. One of my patterns that I'm reluctant to admit on the internet that I saw pretty distinctly while decluttering is that I tend to buy multiples of things that I like. Whether it was jeans or overalls, tank tops, hot shot onesies, Lily Pulitzer dresses, tennis shoes. I had multiples of the same item. Maybe it was all the same size, but I had 3 different washes of denim in that one thing. Or maybe I had a span of sizes of the exact same thing.
And in either case, it was like I was trying to guarantee that I would have that thing that I loved so much. I was stunned to look at some of the clothes that I remember really being excited to buy and to feel really ambivalent about the style. Like Shot Onesies. I was obsessed with them for a season, and I'm not saying I won't wear the few that I kept, but the crush, the absolute adoration that I felt when I bought them was completely gone. When we buy multiple sizes of something, it isn't a guarantee that it'll be like awesome to have it later. It feels like taking away options from future you. I would rather in any given moment have the freedom to shop for what I like than have that decision already made for me. So I'm committed to purchasing what fits, what I'll use now moving forward. I really don't want to be stagnant. I think that's all I can say about decluttering for now. I'm glad that I have what feels like this very fresh start. It really has been a great way to ring in this next chapter of my life. I'm hoping YouTube will be part of that chapter. We'll see how this goes. I'm excited to make some videos about honing in on my personal style. I have some exciting ones planned. I also have some really cool sewing projects lined up. I've already got the fabric and the pattern, and I can't wait to get to my sewing machine, and that I'm sure will be full of bloopers because I'm brand new. I'm learning to sew. But if you liked this video at all, I would love it if you came back and hung out with me. They won't all be this long. This was a big one because of the nature of the project and my learning curve with filmmaking. With making a video. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, and take care. Bye.
Editing Shannon again. You didn't think you'd seen the last of me, did you? I had to pop in one more time to say goodbye for now. While I'm here, listen, you need to know that I will post a video every week. That's the plan. I think this is doable, but this declutter video took more than a month. I had to learn so much, but know that if I don't post every week, I will get there. Also, on screen, Shannon is too timid to say this, but it would mean so much to both of us if you left a comment, liked this video, and subscribed if you enjoyed hanging out. AI ate our career recently, so we're trying to pivot here, and if we're very lucky, finally feel aligned with our work. Okay, that's it. Bye.
Okay, good. Is my mic on? I think it might be. It sure is good. Oh. Okay. The end. That's good. Good job, Shannon. Okay, that's good. I did learn from this declutter that talking to a camera is somewhat exhausting, and I'm hoping this gets easier.
That was a lot. Wild. Did I get rid of that ironing board? I think I did.
All right, I'm done for today.